I'm ready for more. For more. Tell them I'm ready for war. Salute when you see me. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, a politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting what do for a purse, disgusting what do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt, you gotta play my next around.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Giants and the Niners, and it's coming up next.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Barkley again, and he is in. Quan Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. Season opener. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. Now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. This one caught by Kittle. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Mostert, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
2nd down and goal. Lance, the quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. What adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Called it a very strong gain of 24.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Here's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on first and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now Lance again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. His season opener, it's third and goal. On play action, Lance. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about you.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
That's to Golladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Golladay.
29 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they've got it all across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
We got trips over here. Trips over here.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A final shot before half for Lance.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because
anyways.
By James Bradbury. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
To throw, it's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Lance looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Again, it's Lance.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
30 yards.
And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it.
Going for it all.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel.
Already his 2nd touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll set up to throw.
Gets this quickly to Ingram.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Offside. Defense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. A handoff to Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mostert. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Off of play action, here's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh.